EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Houston Oilers. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. For the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Allen now looks to throw. Throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
1st and
a well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The 2nd down.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 44-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Oilers 7, Giants 0.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Here's Allen. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets us out to Saquon Barkley. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackle.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First down, New York.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Down, New York.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Rashawn Perriman there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Oilers 17. Giants 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he'll fire deep for Rager. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's taken at around the 40. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Barkley, toss play left. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Golladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Oilers 17, Giants 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25.
What's up?
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 77 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. This ball complete to Rager. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Rager, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Allen. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 33.
33 yards that time.
1st down, Giants.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. He's got a man complete. And he'll be... take it down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Taking it in. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 20.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
The Giants.
Brashad Perriman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Fields this way up at the 17.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A huge play there for Houston. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On play action, Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked picked off inside the 10. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Sanders. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL. EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.